Now, I could be wrong. In a way, I hope I'm wrong. But I think that tower goes up to the sky. Of course, now sky, that's suddenly become a subjective term, hasn't it? Is that a sky? And you have a tower underground. Of course, in case we weren't sure who built this tower. I think the Dwemer left behind a clue or two. Okay, let's check the journal. He wants me to use a machine to inscribe a dwarven lexicon with scrolls knowledge. Of course, a lift. Just like we saw with the entrance to Skyrim. It'll take us to the Tower of Mizark. Let's crouch, let's hide, let's get rid of the lights. And up we go. Food. Food and bed. Means there are things here which are living. Gemma chairs. Gemma artifacts, Gemma's books. Glowing mushrooms, charred skeever hide. Someone's used this area as a little base. Notes about arming yourself. A few potions. Naps, no kind of identification or anything. Could be anyone. I've seen a lot of these Wolf Queen books. I haven't read any of them. I mean, I assumed, to be honest, that the books were fiction, but with this many around, I wonder if the Wolf Queen refers to something else. Something important. Is that? It's like the observatory. Remember the other dwarven? Oh. There. I went to another dwarven ruin and there was a big observatory that didn't look a million miles away from this. This will be a machine of some kind. And it may be what we will require to activate the lexicon. He talked about something to do with, I think he mentioned light or powering the lexicon or something. Whoa. Some books. Knowledge of Dwemer. lost to time. Doesn't seem to be a place to put it. Drocked. Unused sticks. A journal. I weren't never one for writing about my life. The king priests of old deserved their stories told, but Drocked is a simple man. So this isn't no journal, and I'm not telling any stories here, but this infernal machine done worked its way into my brain space, and I won't leave till it's filling it out. The whole contraption just sets like a dead hawker if it doesn't have the box. Putting the box in the hole made it all come to life. 5 rings, but only 4 buttons. Most of them don't work most of the time anyhows. When the lights line up, more open, but they don't seem to help. Just make another damned thing move. The old fleabag Khajiit told what sold me this cube said something about the light through the knowledge through the machine rests on the cube. I remember because he made me say it back to him until I wanted to throttle him. The light through the knowledge through the machine rests on the cube. The light through the knowledge through the machine rests on the cube. It doesn't make sense. So I did. Tried the leaves, but wolves to the top. And the mindless freaks outside the tower. Gotta stay here till I get it right. And I will get it right. The light through the knowledge through the machine rests on the cube. The sentence doesn't make sense to me. Control panel up here, similar to what we saw before. 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons, and a lexicon receptacle. Okay, there's the cube. Lexicon makes the
I've been told that I have one of the
device turn
nicest
on.
voices in Skyrim, or even Tamriel for that matter. I must say I am inclined to agree.
Well, how about one of the keenest's intellects? Any ideas? I reckon that clue has something to do with looking at the lexicon itself. Something to do with what the lexicon looks like. I could be wrong. Blank lexicon. No, maybe not. I'm not seeing any changes or patterns or clues or anything, and the same goes for the attunement sphere. It's just, it's dwarven, it's pretty. What have you got? 2 buttons that look like eyes. A middle button that looks like a constellation, except I'm not even sure it is a button. And 2 more buttons over here, and I don't know what the hell that is. Buttons don't seem to do anything. Oh! Okay, that one does. What's moving? What's rearranging? These 2 buttons don't seem to... They're buttons, but nothing happens. I can press it twice, but I'm not sure what's rearranging. Wait, we've got those blue arrows. See that? Every time I press the button, we end up with a blue arrow pointing back this way. It's like the 3rd one. look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The button. Those buttons turn on when the lexicon is in them. Those buttons don't work because they don't have one. Am I understanding that right? And you can see, look, if you look from the side, you can see there is a button there. But it's not active. If I take it out of there, can I put it in here? Doesn't look like it. So what options does that give us? Let's look around again down here.
Bread seems to be very popular, don't you think? It's all people ever seem to eat.
Bread is great. And I'm assure you that at some point I'm going to need a snack. But, ooh. An exit. Wow, really an exit? Wow, look how far we are underground. My goodness, look how far we are underground, Sophia. It's got to be quarter of a mile? Half a mile? At least we don't have to walk all the way back out through Blackridge. But look, there are other little arrows here. You see them? Little blue arrows. It looks to me like there's one blue arrow on every ring of this device. I bet you we have to line these arrows up. But how? Let's read the diary again. Wrong diary. He's a simple man. Putting the box in the hole made it all come to life. We did that. 5 rings, 4 buttons. Most of them don't work most of the time anyhow. It's when the lights line up more open. The lights line up more open. They don't seem to help. Just make another damned thing move. The old Fleabag Khajiit, what's solved with its cube, says something about the light through the knowledge, through the machine, rests on the cube. The light through the knowledge, through the machine. There's light. There's the machine. There's just handles, nothing else there. The desks of the Dwemer. Most of them don't work. Let's call them, let's give them numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 the bottom, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's number 2 then. And that's number 3. There's no change for anything else. Still number 3. What happens if I press it again? 3. Still 3. The rings at the top ever move. Now that apparatus stays the same. Wait. We've got 2 lined up. We've got another button. And it's opened. And it won't let me pick it up now.
So, have you ever read the lusty Argonian maid?
Yes,
She sounds like
shut up.
I'm here
Shut up.
if you ever
Shut
need
up.
me.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay then.
Moves the top apparatus. And the final button's on. And the light is shining down onto the objects. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know that it's making a difference. What did we just do? Look. Receptacle. Covered in words and letters. What is that? It's a scroll. Evie. I think we might have done it. I think we may have found an object outside of time itself. An object that has always been and will always be. An object as perfect now as the day it was created, except it never was created, for it always has been. As illogical as it is logical. The Elder Scroll.
Well,
Is
that's
ours.
one fancy looking scroll.
Yes, it is.
Looking at it makes my eyes hurt.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Let's go and show that Alduin that he picked the wrong woman to mess with. Oh,
Well.
and you, of course.
I think we can take on Alduin now. You might just be right. Now we need to take this box because that was what Septimus wanted. But we don't necessarily need to help Septimus. We were after the scroll. So we can do that, but if I don't have to go back to that icy shell. What the? Okay. We're not alone here. Something is going on outside. Alright, let's do what we can to protect
Was
ourselves
that
from cold.
something you wanted?
Must forget the basics before we have the indignity of managing to destroy Guardians, destroy all sorts, and then die to a nasty bout of pneumonia. Where the hell are we? It's still snowy. What the frick is going on? Okay. Read the Elder Scroll at the Time Wound. I've located the Elder Scroll. If Parthenax is right, I will need to read it near the Time Wound on the top of the throat of the world. We need to go back to Parthenax. So, where are we? We're not a million miles from Athland, but we are in a different location. Parthenax is up here at the throat of the world. So I suggest we go home via Whiterun. Sell some stuff. Have a bit of R&R. Or heading back up. Possibly. To meet with the past itself in the form of the first battle with Alduin. hell is going on in front of us? A mage fight? God, if only I was back in the vault. You know, a telescope, binoculars, some sort of long-range scanner. It could be anyone and anything. It's not my fight, though. I mean, it might become my fight. Oh, brilliant. Well done. Sophia's made it my fight. Wonderful. Let's find out what Sophia has killed today. A fire wizard. Well, that is descriptive. I guess we'll never know his motivation and reason for being. Let me guess. A frost wizard. Oh, no. Ice wizard. Ice wizard. Of course. Of course. Good value there, though. So, just a frost wizard and an ice wizard flapping the crap out of each other. Just because. Just because one of them likes frost. See? That's how schoolyard disagreements end up very, very serious indeed. You know, I like red, you like blue, blah, 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 blah. Turns into red team, blue team, turns into fire wizard, ice wizard, and before you know it, the world is at war. So, 6 in the morning. Huh. Despite the fact that we have a piece of the fabric of time in our pocket, the world ticks on as it ever did. The Civil War, the giants, the mammoths, and of course, the ever-present snow in Skyrim.
I think I need to go to bed after all this walking.
I don't blame you.
Here to join me? Oh,
Sophia.
I didn't mean, you know, I meant
We all
separate.
know what you meant. You have the self-control and the subtlety of
Just stop talking.
Alduin himself. Although, you are prettier than Alduin, I'll give you that. Less fangs, less black scale. What the? Ah! I'm gonna go down the fruit. Yep, that's what happens. You attack me, I will cast the wrong spell in your face, and I will cloak myself up. And oh god, it's cold. Go, 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 go. Let's hope that's Whiterun in the distance. Aha! Snow is gone. Hey, I wonder if that jester we saw. Fifi, were you with me when we met the jester? I think that might have been just before I met you. There was this jester guy right here. And he...
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
I've heard that.
Vampire hunters or something.
I've heard that too.
Fort near Riften.
I've heard that, and then the vampires kept
joining up
attacking me. Really? How long are you actually going to talk for, There it is. Whiterun. The jester seems to have gone. He was next to that farm. It was this crazy guy. He danced in my face, Fifi. He was kind of like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And get this, yeah? He said he had his mum in the casket, or his mother, mother, same difference. And somehow he'd managed to break his wheel. He was a seriously weird dude. Seriously weird dude. My friends, thank you for reading this scroll. We have some journeying to do. We need to return to Whiterun. I need to sell some stuff, like I said. And then we need to travel back up there to the very top of the throat of the world. I will save myself some ink and save you some parchment, and I shall write again when we reach our destination. We have survived yet another seemingly insurmountable odd. We have discovered a nation below this nation. Blackreach. Was more beautiful than I ever could have imagined. And the secret of Blackreach will hopefully be the undoing of Alduin himself. Sebastian Out.